What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. In this video, we're going to be talking about Strongblock as well as Ring Financial. These are both tokens that you can own nodes with and earn passive income with. And this is also going to be an exclusive to my patrons. So if you're not a patron, you're watching this video a little bit later than everyone else. So go ahead and get on over there and sign up if you want to get access to these videos and my Discord. And sorry to those of you who have been trying to get to my Discord. It's Patreon's made it difficult for me to send out the links efficiently, but I found out a better way to do it. So I'm going to be posting most of my stuff on Patreon with the videos and the links to my Discord in the exact same place. So let's talk about these two coins. Now, generally, I don't like to talk about stuff like this, your own clones, and a lot of these high risk stuff, especially in a red market, because it's really easy to lose a lot very quickly with some of these coins. And even I don't have the discipline to kind of finagle and work the system to come out and profit a lot of the times. So do keep that in mind. Both of these things are still highly experimental and risky, but I have been messing around with them for a couple weeks, and it's been working out pretty nicely, despite the bumps that we've encountered along the way with both of these tokens. So let's take a look at Ring Financial first. So they've had sort of a bumpy ride in terms of getting sort of hacked and having to change their contract around, but it seems like they've come out on top with that without going completely under, which is great. And I actually I'm sort of getting close to profit with Ring Financial, and everything else is going to be pure profits with this. So I jumped in here. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom out the price. It's kind of off the cuff a little bit here, but it had an all-time high of about $454. I jumped in probably not at that much of an all-time high, maybe close to about $300, but the price right now is $215, and this is actually really nice. A lot of times when you have tokens like this that are printing so much of themselves, they dump down to nothing, and they just get completely massacred. But the team has stuck with it, and the team has shown that they can really work with the changes and change the nodes around and the requirements around. It's fit my bill, particularly with how teams operate in terms of just cloning and copying and pasting. These guys are a little bit more competent than that from what it seems. So as you can see right here, I've actually earned a lot of Ring, and I was able to sell kind of my profits that I made so far. So my total earnings is more than this, but the reward is 0.556 Ring per day, which at the current price is about $119, $120 a day from every single node that you have. And I think they allow you to do fractional nodes as well, so it doesn't cost you, because normally it takes about 10 of these tokens to create a node, so 10 tokens is $2,000, but you can actually create smaller nodes in Ring, and you'll get a slash in your rewards a little bit from creating a smaller node. So definitely do the bigger one if you can afford it. But nonetheless, these profits are profits, and it seems to be working out nicely for people who have Ring nodes. Take a look at this number. This is a good indicator to see if the project is growing in terms of people jumping on board and making nodes. So currently 59,270 nodes altogether. If that number rises sort of parabolically, then you're in a good trajectory. If it rises very slowly and the price is dumping, then that's not a good thing, because the price won't be able to keep up with the amount of tokens that are being printed, essentially. So Ring working out nicely. Also, another positive, and the reason why I'm talking about this one a little bit more is because it's on BSC. Talked about this in my last video. It's a lot more accessible to people. You don't have to pay crazy gas fees, and because of those fractional nodes as well, you don't have to have $2,000 to jump in here right away and start trying to earn a node and see what's going on. But follow their Discord community to kind of really know what's going on. I'm not going to get into it that much because this is talking about Strongblock as well, and the video will be too long if I do both of these things. But let's move on over to Strongblock next. So I actually have to change my my network here to show you guys Strongblock. Let me switch on over to the Ethereum mainnet, and we'll go to right here where my nodes are on Strongblock. Now again, this one's been working out extremely nicely too, and you have to really just do your sleuthing on how to jump into here and when, and a lot of that comes with the gas fees. If you can jump in at a cheap gas fee time and claim at cheap gas fee times, you're actually going to save a lot of money, which is kind of what I did. So I jumped into here as you can see right here on October 31st. So it's been almost 2-3 months since I've jumped into this, and I've made, as you can see, about 13.81 strong block tokens up here. I was actually able to withdraw that on a cheap day, so that's a pretty good amount. It's been holding at about close to $14, so 13.81 strong block tokens is $5,000 in 2 months. Not too shabby. Now bear in mind, I did spend, let me see, I have about 5 nodes, so that's 50 strong block tokens. So I'm about 1/4 of the way through getting ROI from Strongblock overall. So we'll see what happens with this. They're going to do things like Polygon nodes as well. They're sort of launched, but not really. They're kind of half launched because you had to have an NFT to do anything with them. But I mean, one of the things that I'm considering is that we're sort of in a bearish week or month, and the fact that these tokens that a lot of people don't have faith in because they print themselves so much are staying not completely dead is a pretty good testament to see that these things might be able to thrive a lot in a resumed bull run or a normal market. So $403 is a really, really good price, even though it had its all-time high of $1,217, down about 66% from there. Again, this token is printing itself a lot every single day, and we're in a bear market, and it's not completely dead. So those are things that I keep in mind for looking at this thing. And I mean, we can look at other things like the charts. The 24-hour down about 5%. So in 2 weeks, that's not too shabby. I mean, you can make a pretty good profit. I mean, you guys saw kind of what I made from being in here for about 2 months. Pretty nice profit in a short period of time if you jump in at the right time and pay the right gas fees for the right things. But another thing to note is, like, don't necessarily FOMO into this. Like, if you decide I'm going to jump into Strongblock and Ring and any other node token that appears on the market, definitely do your planning in terms of jumping in when it's looking grim. That's what I did with Ring. I didn't jump in at the all-time high for Ring. Because you're gonna make a lot more when things are looking grim and the token's down maybe 30%, and then you buy in and it jumps up 20% the next day. That's kind of the way you got to play it. If you're FOMOing in, like, I don't know when you're watching this video, but if you're FOMOing in to these coins when they're up, like Ring is currently up 27%, might not be the best time to jump into Ring if it's up that much in a day. But if these coins are up a lot and then they drop a lot, you're going to be biting your nails a lot for them to recover. And will they recover even because it prints itself so much? That's the next question. But there's a lot of these coins have a lot going on for them. I talked about them on my channel before. I do like nodes as a service type of coins. I like the idea of them. So we'll see what kind of happens over the next couple of months. This is part of my staking experiment of the year. So, like I said, we'll see. It's working out really, really nicely at the current moment. And if anything else pops up, I'm going to have my eyeballs on it. But again, follow the Discord especially if you're in my Patreon, because I'm probably not going to just quickly immediately make a video about the next node as a service token that comes out, just because there's been a few that have come out and that have completely failed. And it's the same case with your own forks. There's been more than a few that have come out and completely failed. So there just has to be so much more vetting and exploring before I FOMO into these and potentially make other people do the same. That's everything for today, guys. Do your own research on both these tokens, and definitely do your research on exactly when to jump in if you decide to do that. Catch you guys in the next video. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, and keep in mind I'm releasing some of these videos earlier than on YouTube if you're a patron. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.